Creative quilting friends. A little bit late this afternoon. I was actually just on a Zoom meeting with my electric quilter um, kind of quilt group B that I'm part of, and we haven't been able to meet obviously for a couple months. So today was our first meeting for that, and that was a lot of fun. So I had to kick out of there so I could come be with you guys. Such a busy schedule, you know. But anyway, today is, well, I'm counting as day 22 just because this is the 22nd, I think, video that I've made, so, or Facebook Live thing. So it's been really fun to be with you guys and come up with things to talk about. So I'm going to start talking this week a little bit about the half square triangle, and I'll give you some different ideas of different quilts you can make with that block. It's probably one of my favorite simple blocks out there. And it's just simply a square with a diagonal seam with two different colors, usually a background and a print, or two contrasting kind of prints. And depending on how you lay those out, can really make a lot of different patterns. And that square triangle, half square triangle, because half your square is a triangle, the other half's another triangle, makes a square, little geometry there. And that design element or whatever, that square, is used in a lot of different blocks. And there are a lot of different techniques out there on how to make the half square triangle. So we will talk about some of those different techniques, what some of my favorites are. And probably one of the biggest drawbacks of doing the half square triangle, though, is getting them the right size and getting your seam allowance right so that you don't cut the point of your triangle off when you're putting the squares and the blocks and stuff together. So first of all, I'm going to start out, I made up a few since I was talking to my EQ girls, which stands for Electric Quilts. It's a software program that you can buy and put on your computer to help you design quilts. And generally, I use that program a lot for just making my own quilts. Sometimes I just don't even want to follow a pattern, or I'll see a quilt already done up or something, and it kind of inspires my own design ideas. So I'll use that to kind of help design it out. It doesn't give you instructions how to sew it together, but it does give you like yardage that you would need. It gives you like what size to cut your blocks, and you can do either rotary cutting, foundation pieces, even paper, like English, or not English paper piecing. That would just be like if you did the applique, that you would get that out. But if you do like the paper piecing, like the foundation paper piecing, you can make templates for that. So it's a great program. It's a great, like, if you can even bring in your own fabric into it by taking pictures of it. So it can really give you an idea what your quilt's going to look like before you do it. But it can take up a lot of your time, believe me, but it's fun. It's fun to play around and design in it. So I did up a few blocks using half square triangles, and I just want to show you. So I just did up this page. So each one of these blocks is a different half square triangle block that are made. All of those squares are just made with half square triangles. So this kind of gives you an idea what we're going to be, some of the things we're going to be doing. I'll show you some quilts that have half square triangles in them. And like I said, we'll talk about different ways to make the half square triangle and have them turn out right. So that's kind of my plan for the week for our Facebook Lives. I thought maybe it'd be something we could kind of do the whole week worth of, well, we'll see how many days it goes. So if you have any questions about the half square triangle, or any really great quilts that you've made with half square triangles that you could send on over my way, I'll be happy to share those with people on our time. And in the meantime, be practicing your 1/4 inch seams, because those are very important. And then I wanted to show you guys, I'm going to walk you into the other room. I'm at the command station of the studio right now, but I'm going to go into my sewing room because I actually had time this weekend, made some time to work on my own stuff. And, you know, you would think, because you guys have seen all of the projects I already have started, you would think that I would have pulled one of those out and worked on it, but I didn't. I started something new. So I had this panel that I've just been dying to play with. So I'm going to turn around so you can see it. And then I had these beautiful fabrics. It was like a fat quarter bundle I had of, who is it? Kate Spain, I think is her name. I want to say Kate Spade, but that's the fabric, or that's the purse designer girl. But anyway, I cut them all up, and I've just been cutting. Now, this I could use EQ to set up how I wanted to piece all of those extra pieces in there, but I was just in the mood to kind of improvise. I just started cutting the panel up, throwing the pieces up there, cutting pieces around it to fill in the empty spaces. And that's another really great use of a design wall. So that's been a lot of fun. We'll see where it goes. I probably won't get back to it for a little while because I got work to do this week. And I'm going to show you some of that this week too. And I hope that you guys are all having a really fabulous Monday and that you'll come back and join me tomorrow. And we will talk more about half square triangles. Bye. Be continuously creative.